ladies and germs. This is Sunny D Damon. This is Let's Play Pokemon Blue. Hold on, let me turn off my Super Nintendo for a moment. And okay, it's time to go. Now before we take off, you might want to check your PC. There's a potion within your bank, so let's pull that out right quickly. And sorry for the snow and static. There's something wrong with the recording devices. And yes, this is post-commentary, so let's go downstairs. So let's check around the house. Today's the day we leave on our adventure. And where Mom learns her parenting. And if Oak was looking for me, he should at least wait until I wake up. And from the look of things, even the TV's against us. Well, at least that's better than staying at home doing chores. For a kid's way of self-advertising, you be the judge. Why, hello, little lady. How are you doing today? Good to know. Well, wait, are you accusing me of stalking? Anyway, let's head over to the lab. But as we can see, he's not in right now. Even more so, Gray is here. Thank you for the news, Captain Obvious. And now, foreshadowing. Okay, let's go. To nature! Pixely nature, anyways. If you look around town, you won't find him. So one thing to do, step in the grass. What? No worries, it's just Oak. He warns you that every time you step in the grass, that you risk having a random encounter with a Pokemon. For the solution, he's going to give us a Pokemon for free. Off to the labs with us. Of course, with Gray, waiting in the lab. He was always rude and impatient as always. He's not evil. He's up there with Porky from Earthbound. But enough babbling. That's someone else's job. We finally get our choice between our three Pokemon. Like grandfather and grandson, apparently. Now, what he says here is kind of ironic. He has only 3 Pokemon left, but it's not true in the Japanese version of the game. But that's later on. What about you? Jeez, you selfish jerk. It's now time to pick our Pokemon. And in the left Pokeball is Charmander. If you pick him, you're gonna have a hard time because the rock and water Pokemon gym in the first part of the game. So, I would say no. On the far right is Bulbasaur. This is basically your easy mode. It's a good type to start with if you're new to the game, but it's not my choice, no. Instead, I'm gonna go with Squirtle. Basically, when you choose him, it's gonna be a normal run. It's gonna get the first gym easy, but it's gonna have a hard time on the second gym. It's very energetic, huh? Then I got the perfect nickname for him. Give me a moment, folks, and I'll be back. Whoopsie! Now, no matter which Pokemon you pick, Gary will always get the one that can beat yours up. Basically, the opposite element. Like he really needs a fanfare. Thank you very much, Professor Oak. Now, that's one thing about Pokemon that keeps getting recycled. As well as this. Since Gary's got a Pokemon, now he's gonna act like a class bully and challenge us to a battle. For Pokemon battles, it's just as simple as rock, paper, scissors, except with elements. Fire beats grass, grass beats water, water beats fire. Go Mikey! Sadly, the star Pokemons only have 2 moves, and Gray fails, so I'll demonstrate the stat lowering moves. As obvious as they point out, they lower stats, so your attacks can do more damage. Speaking of which, let's stack it. Critical hits can be a pain in the butt, but you gotta be kidding me! Now that in, whoa Nelly! That's gonna be the most luck I've ever... Never mind. So let's just finish the battle before I jinx myself even more. As you can see, lowering your defense does really matter. It's just hardly noticeable at times. And with that, we have won our first battle against Gary. And yes, I've been calling him Gary instead of Gray, I've been noticing. And now that we're done, we can finally go out in the world with our Pokemon at hand. Now to do something Professor Oak will hate us for.
I'm gonna step in the grass!
Yeah, that was horrible. Moving on, we're gonna go up to the next town so we can prepare for the next random battle. The thing about this Let's Play is, yeah, I'm gonna cut out all the random battles, and I'm not gonna be informative as Chugga Conroy per se, or randomly get killed by a Rattata, but I digress. If I did do all that stuff, it'll just take too much time anyway. I'll probably make a special video, but that'll be later on. Now let's finish off this Rattata before I start babbling again. Yeah, Pokemon is the hardest thing to LP apparently. Let's move on. You can get a free potent by this one non-playable character down here. I think this is it. And cutting battle. Off camera I got my free item. Now let's head into town. Here's the free hospital of the game, the Pokemon Center. By going inside, you can talk with Nurse Joy to recover your Pokemon's health. It is a bit slow when you get more Pokemon, but it's so worth it. Now that I healed Mikey, let's explore the town. Up north, you'll run to the Pokemart, where you can buy Pokeballs and Potents. Why, yes I did. Why? Since he lives only 2 blocks away, why not? Excuse me for a moment, but I'm gonna jump cut towards home. I'll see you in a minute. Don't worry, ladies and germs, I'll grind off camera. Let's see how long it takes for me not to run into a Now to return the package to Professor Oak. Here you go, Oak. And for an old Pokemon, it definitely acts young. Why, thank you. Take the damn package. And no, it's not the Master Ball. Gray. And now to get the one thing Professor Oak forgot to give us. The Wikipedia of Pokemon, the Pokédex. It has advertised, it keeps information about the Pokemon you caught or seen. And also their location to find them. And here's the plot of the game. However, the internet already beat him to it. And yet he's ordering us to do so. In a nutshell, get all 8 badges and become the champ. Leave it to you? Hey, you'd like to admit that. Gray might be a jerk, but at least he hints you what you have to do. She'll hand me a map anyway. Jerk. Right, Oak. Anyways, this is the end of part 1. Hope to see you guys later. And this is Damon Katamaru signing off. See you on the flip side.